Hey, I wanted to do a reading today on this post No King's March, the Trump parade, and his birthday, and all that. We're going into the last quarter moon, which will be on Wednesday in Aries, so it could be a new beginning for many of us wanting to initiate new projects. So keep that in mind in terms of what's happening now with the um, No King marches. Let's see, people expressing their views. There's the Tower card, which means change, disruption, upheaval. For whom people want change. Uranus goes into Gemini more next year. There'll be more of what this new revolution, or as Abraham Lincoln said in spirit, a new republic, is going to form out of the chaos. Here's a person who has a strong vision or message to give. Could be the Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. I think Jasmine Crockett is an Aries. There are losses and gains. Whenever there's change, there are losses and gains. Some people win, some people lose. Some people like what there is, others don't. But I'm asking about people getting change around the marches. Yeah, there'll be more support here. Another female queen, Taurus. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, women. So someone in the Congress will emerge. That's curious with the abundance card here, the Empress. This is saying there's losses and gains. So yeah, there was just some violence to a woman of Congress from her husband. And things will be revealed and supported. So I think the tarot is more talking about how upsetting this is for the masses to now have to fear that the council people, the senators and representatives, have to fear for their lives, and the judges. So be on the lookout, wary. Be on the lookout, defend what is yours. But the marches are going to grow. People will continue to express their protests against the any kind of fascism that started to take root in America through Trump. And Russia, of course, is in the background here. If we look at that Empress card that way, so there's a great awakening going on. And this is a card for Archangel Gabriel, blowing his horn, calling people to awaken from this zombie land state. So it looks like it can be more education also coming about. Thinking about this hired assassin guy from Minnesota. Get his name. Let's see what's going to happen with him, whether he'll really be persecuted, whether he'll be persecuted for murder, and whether some kind of conspiracy surrounding him will be revealed. He doesn't look like a lone wolf to me. Just what I get psychically, that there's other people behind this, and it could be other Congress people behind this. So I just want to ask about, doesn't first name Vance the assassinator, assassin, gunman. What's going up in here? American justice. Yep, he's being supported. Some people with money are behind this. Yeah, things are going to get revealed. Here's the Sun card again. Here's the truth, the card of justice. The beginning, justice, truth. And this is the card of wealth, of getting what one wants, or being able to make good choices. No, this kind of represents people that may be behind this. Someone who is behind this assassination. So King of Wands, something will be revealed. So I don't know, something's going to be revealed pretty soon about who's behind this assassination person. People may be communicating a lot about this. And this is the card of happiness and people coming together. So I hate to think that Senator Horton, I think she was a senator, ended up being a sacrificial lamb here. Well, people are going to come together and communicate on this to reveal what's been going on. I'm asking about the assassination. Yeah, pretty soon, people coming together, people sharing high emotions around this. Some message is going to come out. Oh, here's the card of disappointments. Yeah, it's a lot of sorrow. This is not North Korea or some other fascist state. South American third world countries that take out their opponents. Assassinations. Who's behind this? Of course, the devil. Manipulation, chaos. Or is going to be unveiled about this. Yep, so being wary. Watch yourself when you go out. If you're in big cities, just be aware of your surroundings. Because what I'm getting here is I think that there are forces that are being unleashed here by people in power to continue to destroy our democracy, First Amendment rights, free speech, freedom to assemble peacefully, and to have a democracy where everyone participates. It's supposed to be for the good of everyone, not just a few. So people need to be educated about greed in this country. I want to look at, moving on from that, there's something else. That I wanted to address the anxiety. Mars is still in late degrees Leo. With Uranus in late degrees Taurus, so it's creating all this tension and friction, and we think some more earthquakes are coming. Jupiter just shifted into the water sign Cancer, so it'll be good for water signs out there. People who are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It lends a beneficial aspect to their sense of self. Also, the moon today is in Pisces, so I would think that people are feeling very, very mournful, wanting to share empathy, cleansing, healing, meditation. Here in the States with the star, have some hope. Things are going to get better, but we have to work for it. Well, look at that. We got to work for this hope and for things to get better. We also need to do. We are grieving this, yeah, we are grieving. So grief is a good way to learn to understand what has been lost, what is still there, what can be better. So this work that we have to do to have greater hope, shed our grief, and move forward with the right plan. The chariot. I was just remembering when I was a kid and Kennedy got assassinated. Everybody was out in the streets crying everywhere. That's how beloved he was. The Queen of Swords represents justice, a movement towards justice, but it also represents women grieving, our sense of personhood. We need to defend our own sense of personhood, women in America. Voting rights or rights over our bodies. And then here's the Empress again. Things that will grow. So I think it's maybe a movement, the chariot that's going to grow for the betterment, for hope in this country. There are work to do, talk to people, organize, share concern, stick up for democracy. And that will bring a new beginning, Ace of Pentacles. So we do have work to do. People of like minds and hearts coming together. I think it's great that Tim Waltz has been also very verbal. We'll see how many more Congress people are going to show up and overcome their fear of being assassinated or get better military, police, support security for them in their homes and their families. Never saw a day like this in America before. Not around our Congress people. So what's going to happen with Congress? That's the last question I'll ask. What's going to happen with Congress? Let's see. Once again. What's going to happen with Congress? Coming together, creating partnerships, unions. We'll see what the partnerships are in Congress. This is about Congress. The fears, the anxieties, the sleeplessness. So there are people that are afraid in Congress, which is what I suspect. People who are getting threats. And who are these people issuing the threats, right? People holding on to their positions also. Maybe this also means that because of the current calamities, the last 2 years, let's say, for now, that they're afraid of giving up their positions in Congress. Some of them need to go because they're too old, too corrupt. Is a standstill here. They're not moving forward with what? The budget. Cuts to the budget. They're being threatened. Congress being threatened by whom? Well, here's the Fool card. La-di-da. Risks. It can also mean that they're ambivalent. Because we're asking about Congress. Are they ambivalent? It looks like they're ambivalent. Maybe they don't want to lose their insider trading deals they got going on. Some of them cannot express themselves. I'll read it that way. Stalemates, communication. Two of Swords is the inability to put a plan forth, so that could be the budget. And what else is going on with Congress? Will they change? Will they grow? Will they be a better government? There's a Hierophant who represents the government, but it represents ethics, religion, law, how you're thinking, orthodox, culture. Could also, the number 5 means a change. Could be a change in government. So we hope for a better government. Reform, slow, steady night. Mercenary. Not moving fast enough. Congress is too materialistic, or they're just a bunch of mercenaries working for the lobbyists. What percentage? 80%? Maybe 90%? The King of Cups, leader that will emerge, carrying someone who is a water sign. That's how I read my cards. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So, I don't know if this is Adam Schiff. Could be Adam Schiff. He's been very verbal, putting out messages. And then here's the Queen of Pentacles, someone who cares, taking care of our security. Well, I think that there's still concerns here. I think Congress has to change. They're acting ambivalent. Law and ethics, very slow-moving, mercenaries. Maybe some of them are smug, holding on to what their own security. So many of them go in, become millionaires. What does that say? What does that say while everybody else struggles? In the working class, middle class also. So, I hope this helps, but let's have some hope. We need to organize, teach people about why the Constitution is worth upholding. Society that loses its way the corruption will destroy it. History shows us that. We don't want to go back to the roaring 1920s or the 1930s, the fascism. So that is the struggle now, intellectually. We need to come up with a better plan. All right, well, I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments, like and subscribe. It helps the channel. And listen to your conscience. Thank you for watching.